Welcome back to Foundation Friday. So for today's foundation, I will be filming for the Revlon Photoready Candid Foundation in shade 400. Hopefully this is my shade, guys, because I had a hard time trying to find the perfect match. So we're gonna find out right now. And then I also bought the Photoready Candid Concealer. Now these are two new items that Revlon has. There's another foundation that I saw that Revlon has that I want to film for next time. But for right now, it's gonna be this one. So if you're interested in seeing what this is gonna look like, then keep watching. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just start off with, let me look at the concealer. And again, I'm gonna go over all this at the end of the video. I think what I wanna start doing is, I'm gonna use this real quick just to kind of blend it out, just to see what, I hope I didn't go too light with the concealer. I just cannot tell, guys, with the lighting. I couldn't tell what shade matched best, and I'm like, oh my god, because I would take it into the light, out of the light, and every concealer that I was like, and foundation that I was trying to get as close to my skin tone as possible, it was like in the light, it looked perfect. Outside of the light, it just looked like too pink or too dark, and I was like, you know what, screw it. So I just chose the closest to my skin tone with the lighting that they had. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get into the foundation right now. And it's a pump, that's a good thing. I'm crossing my fingers, guys, because I don't know if this is gonna be the perfect match, so. And I shouldn't say perfect, because usually it's never a perfect match. I will say that it dries pretty quickly, oh my gosh. So it still looks a little light. Looking on camera, you really can't tell, but looking in the mirror here, it looks a little light, which is okay. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just gonna get a little bit more. On my nose, my forehead. Okay, so I got the foundation on my face. I'm gonna tell y'all right now that I forgot to mention that I did prep my face prior to the foundation with the Revlon Photoready primer. Now, I will say that I'm not sure how I feel about the foundation as of right now. I feel like it's, first of all, it doesn't match my skin at all. Like, I can tell you right now by looking at myself in the mirror in this lighting that I have. I don't have a ring light on right now. I just have my two big box lights on, and I can tell you that it's definitely a shade. It's a little too, not much, but it's a lot lighter than what I would actually go for. Trust me, guys, this was like a hit or miss, and right now it's a miss. So now I will say that I'm not 100% about it right now, because I'm like, I don't know. It has a real thick, like a thick creamy consistency. So it definitely has, I feel like, a medium to full coverage, that's for sure. Now I'm gonna go ahead and conceal again. So I will go over all the information on both of these at the end of the video. So I'm gonna just take my fingers here and pat this concealer in my eyes. Now, the concealer is a little lighter than what I thought it was gonna be. And this is in the shade Crema or Creme. So it was in between, I wanna say, it was the shade right below medium. Cause medium looks so dark in the tube, and I thought, you know what, I'd rather get it towards a little bit lighter than get it towards too dark. So, and this is definitely light. And that's okay. It's not a big deal. I just wasn't expecting it to be this light, but yeah. Let me just take my beauty sponge and blend it out that way, because this concealer dries fairly quickly. So you gotta get in there and blend ASAP. And it's a little bit harder to blend with your fingers, so in this case, you can take your beauty sponge and just blend it out this way. So the coverage on this is okay. I can still see my dark circles, so I'm not like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. I wish I would have got one a little bit closer to my skin tone, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and come off camera. Let's do a timestamp because we don't want to make the same mistake twice. Let's see here. It is now 3:11 or 3:12 in the afternoon. We are actually going to be stepping out here for a few hours, so I'm actually glad so that way I can get out into the open and see how this actually starts to wear throughout the rest of the afternoon and through the evening. So more than likely I won't come on right after I put on my makeup, but I will come back on as soon as we get back to the house. And okay ladies, it's officially 1:20 in the afternoon. It's actually the next day and I'm supposed to have this video up. Actually, I was supposed to have the video up already at 10 o'clock this morning, but I did not get to finish filming the end of the video last night because my battery was dead and I went to charge it and I fell asleep on the couch with a full base of makeup. So yeah, but I'm here today, and by the way, excuse my sniffling, my allergies are in full effect and I can't help it. So that being said, let's go ahead and get this review first impressions out the way. So again, I am doing the review on the Photoready Candid foundation and the concealer, my cat, foundation in the shade 400 and the concealer in the shade 025. They were both a little too light for me, to be honest with you, but I want to give a fair review just on the wear of the product. But I will say that the claims on the foundation are that it's a medium buildable coverage, it's a natural weightless finish, and it's anti-pollution. I don't know what anti-pollution means, but basically I guess you don't have to worry about the pollution. I don't know. But the wear on this foundation, the wear time is extraordinary. In the evening, I should say, because I felt like I went about, let me see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 6-7 hours before my oil started to like seep through. I didn't have to blot my face or anything like that. It wore wonderfully and beautifully, that's for sure. It definitely has a natural, flawless, weightless finish. When I applied it, it's a real thick, creamy consistency, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. But then once I let it set and then I came off camera, I applied my setting powder and I applied my makeup. It looks so pretty, guys. There is 31 shades in this foundation, and I will say I do highly recommend it. It reminds me a lot of this Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation, though this is a full coverage and this is a medium buildable coverage. But honestly, guys, this is the dupe, I feel, to the Tarte. Concealer wise, by the way, guys, I highly recommend this. Concealer wise, I like the concealer because it did not crease. Again, it is a medium coverage. And it's buildable as well, but the thing is I feel like I got it too light, so it didn't give me the coverage that I was looking for, but it did brighten up the area. No complaints about this concealer. It does not crease. The foundation doesn't cake up either, by the way, and neither does the concealer. They both apply very naturally, beautifully, and flawlessly, guys. I recommend both of these products. I paid about $13 for both of these together at Walmart. So there's, I think, 18 shades in the concealer, and then of course 31 shades in the foundation. So there should be a shade for everybody. If you have normal to oily skin, like combination skin, I think you'll like it. Now, if you have really super oily skin, I have no idea if you're gonna like this foundation. By the way, it's only 0.75 flow ounces, so it's not your typical 1 flow ounce of foundation that you usually get. The packaging is really cute, but overall, just the wear on it, wonderful. Again, I applied this morning and my oils are barely seeping through, so I'm gonna go ahead and once I get off camera, I'm gonna go ahead and blot my face because we're gonna be going to the state fair and I don't want to be looking all greasy and oily. So other than that, guys, I mean, I don't know if I've left anything else out. I mean, I paid less than $6 for this, and I paid a little bit over $7 for this foundation. So well worth it, ladies. Go buy this foundation. Other than that, ladies, not much more to say. So please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.